This is my thing, right? They send in the National Guard to these hood places, and all the black people is mad. I'm not mad because I know what it's like to live in the hood, and you YNs ruin everything. And the ghetto little fast little black bitches. Well, I shouldn't say it like that, should I? You ratchet black people ruin everything for everybody. Period. These YNs walking around town. I was living in Cali. This YNs had a full face mask on and a winter coat. 80 degrees outside. You know what he's doing. Like, they're so committed to the hood politics and like all the bullshit of the hood. Like, you don't even know what you're doing. You're 15, by the way. Like, you don't know what this life is about. Number one. Number uno. Then it's just like, you look dumb. Why aren't you in school? Why don't you have a summer job? Why aren't you doing something with your life? Like, the National Guard do need to come pick these niggas up. But this is the problem. Stop announcing that y'all coming. Because all the YN's gonna do is go in the house and hide. And the problem won't be solved. See these YNs stealing from little grocery stores, like the convenience stores. They all sitting posted outside the fucking 7-Eleven with guns. What are you doing? Genuinely, what are you doing? Don't tell none of these places you coming. Just come and collect all these niggas up. And if they ain't got no charges, put them back on the street for 2 years. They'll get some and then pick them right back up. This culture of gang culture must end. And it's not just black people. Them fucking Mexicans too. Take every gang member off the street, period. It doesn't matter. The black people don't like that. The Homeland Security Twitter making jokes about it or whatever, posting pictures of the stereotypical YN saying we fuck around and find out. I don't know. I'm becoming more conservative. I want the streets to be clean. After living in LA, that shit really made me have a new perspective on life, bro. They talking about black neighborhoods is over policed, but you know this is the thing. When you take them like lying about charges out of it, like how do I say? When they fabricate evidence and stuff like that, take that out of it. Black neighborhoods do need to be police over police. And because the white people commit white collar crime, they're not committing as much like gang crimes as black people. It's just the truth. Now, is there violence in their community? Sure. But when you go over to the white neighborhoods, it looks like night and day, literally. We can talk about racism, redlining, I don't care about all that, honestly. You make a decision to buy a gun or buy a gun off the street with bodies already on it and do a fucking drive-by in a house with children. Is that because of racism? No, you are a degenerate and you're a murderer. And then it's some of the Asians too. Is that I met somebody from an Asian boys gang in LA. Like, y'all must quit. If they like National Guard need to pick all these people up. Don't be just doing black people. The Mexicans be in the gangs too, and them Asian boys too, especially the young Asians. Pick everybody up. We're tired of it. Like, if you've lived in the hood, but you're not a part of it, like you don't have that degenerate mentality, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you're in it, but you're looking inside from the outside perspective. Like, this hasn't been your entire life. And the hood has not been my entire life. But when I was younger, I used to roll with the Bloods. Like, I'm sorry. When I was younger, living in Michigan, I had a lot of blood friends. I had a lot of drug dealer friends. I had a lot, and I was like 14. I had a lot of friends that like had guns that were illegal guns. Like, these guns already had multiple bodies on it. I had friends, they were doing fights and shootouts in parking lots, random parking lots. So like, I don't know. I've been around little gang syndicates too. Like, these niggas is crips, but like they have their own little crip set. Like, I've been around that since I was like really young, like 14 years old. So it's just like, I know you niggas need to go to jail, essentially. I know, because you're selling bars. I was there for all that. They selling bars, they selling addies, they fucking scamming, getting vehicles. Like, it's crazy. The crime must end. Plus, I lost a friend to the gang violence. He on Michigan Ave, he got shot on Michigan Ave in front of a liquor store. And he was like, the nigga couldn't be more than 19. Shot and killed by the ops. And it's just like dealing with that, then going to Lansing, Michigan, and then stripping for the first time when I was 18. And then making friends with more drug dealers, but niggas who's sat for 20 years, drug dealers, and came out, got 10, 11 kids, and is still doing what they doing. And fights break out in the club, guns come out, and all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And then fast forward, go move to Tampa. Now, me being in Tampa, I don't really see much because I like to live only where the white people is. And them uppity ass fucking Latinos. So Cubans and Colombians. So that's where I stay at, you know, town and country. They say town and country is bad, but I haven't had no problems, no problemo over here. I like over here. But I haven't seen much of that out here because the niggas out here, they're like, it's really exclusive to a neighborhood that you go to. Like, if you pass, I don't want to say Nebraska, but it's a street like 52nd Street. But you go down Hillsborough and you can tell the difference You know what I'm saying? It's like an immediate difference. Then you start seeing crackheads. And the drug problem is a bad thing too. That's a real big reason why these gangsters need to get off the street. Because if the gangs get off the street, the drugs is going to get off the street. Because who you think they're getting from? The gangs are people who are gang affiliated and gang members are distributing the drugs. So yeah, that needs to end because it's the drugs in LA. So okay, it's bad. But in Tampa, I don't experience that much of that. Like I don't have friends like that. Like I just I'm a high class hoe now. I got better friends out here. But in LA, it's everywhere. It is everywhere. It's even getting so bad that it's getting into like the Beverly Hills area. So I know the white people is going to handle that because they don't want that shit over there. Like Hollywood is completely destroyed. Crackheads on every single block, yelling, screaming. It's just like fentanyl and mental illness. And like, I lived in a meth house when I was in LA. So I have some type of perspective and I rolled with Bloods when I was in LA. And I have a little perspective because the meth heads y'all think about is not always the meth heads because I seen custos that were like regular normal ass niggas, very polite, like really like very courteous and like complimentary. Like these niggas was regular stand up guys, but a lot of these niggas got, and I rarely see a female meth head. Now that's just in my experience, but it was mostly men. But a lot of men have undiagnosed ADHD and ADD, so this meth is like an amphetamine, just like Adderall, and it makes them feel normal. Like it's just normal. Like I know so many guys that were just so nice, so regular. And you know I'm telling the truth because I never give men credit. Never. But these guys were really just cool guys. They were cool guys. Hardworking niggas. They come to us every like let's say twice a week. Like when they get off work, buy they rocks and go about their business. And it's just like they were really cool guys. They weren't tweakers at all. So that made me think like these people want the meth to make them feel normal. Like it's an amphetamine, just like Adderall, and maybe they can't get a script. You know what I'm saying? So they go to the meth man. But you go to MacArthur Park in LA. It is completely like last year for Christmas I gave out gift bags in MacArthur Park with like pies and like it's a video on my page. Pies, tampons, first aid kit, I think, some socks and stuff like that. And it's bad. It's really fucking bad. But the government is definitely dealing drugs. Well, if not dealing them, importing them in from Colombia and places like that, especially cocaine. I 100% believe that. And there was a movie called Sicardo, which means assassin or hired killer in Spanish, but they were showing aspects of that. And they always telling themselves in the movies. If you don't think that happens, why does the Pentagon have a budget for movies and they have to approve everything when it comes down to the U.S. government? It's universal law. They got to tell you the truth. It's hidden in plain sight. That's why y'all don't ever believe it, but it's the truth. So it's like, it's a lot of components to this, but the gangs have to get off the streets because especially in LA and when, what do you call it? Donald Trump said San Francisco is basically unlivable. And I know a lot of people like didn't like when he said that, but drugs have taken over the West Coast. And Seattle is bad. There's so much homelessness. I want to say Seattle might be worse than LA when it comes down to homeless. Maybe. They have parks where they build like porta potty houses for the homeless. It's so bad. Like the graffiti on the what do you call it, freeways, like it's really bad, the homelessness out there. But LA is probably worse because the smell of LA is disgusting. Like it is so disgusting. I've seen people shit on the streets. It's just human shit and then it's dog shit on the streets. It's trash and like filth. Like it's going to cause a health hazard eventually because the air quality is already so low because the fires and shit mixed with the feces, and it's going to cause some type of disease. Like I really do believe that. So all this shit needs to be cleaned up. They need to put these homeless people. This is my plan, and I've been saying this since last October. The homeless situation needs to be handled accordingly. Give these people an option. You either go to rehab, we give you housing, we give you food, we give you clothes, we give you transportation, we give you a job. Either you go to work and get this free housing until you can get back on your feet and get clean, or we're sending you to jail. And that needs to be only two options. If that's extreme, it's extreme, whatever. These people are never going to get off the street alone. They need a way out. And if you don't want to get clean and be a member of society, you go to jail. You either be free and working or working for free. Which one? Free and working, like the rest of everybody in the nation, or working for free and the penitentiary as a slave. They need to buy these houses, these empty apartment buildings in LA, and then set it up as a transition home for homeless people. Not these fucking tents that Donald Trump was talking about. Nobody wants to live in a tent. Buy these houses. And the thing about it is Gavin Newsom, his Israel like bootlicking ass, because he take AIPAC money. And he tried to skirt around that, but he does. So he's complicit in everything. He hates, what do you call it, homeless people. So he launders all the money that's supposed to go to them, and he doesn't think of any good plans for homeless people. We need productive members of society, bro. Like, if I was king, none of this shit, I would clean this world up quickly. It would be so quick. Y'all, like, I would have this shit better in 6 months because I know exactly what America needs. And I'm not taking no ands, if or buts about it. That's why I would get rid of Congress, everything. It's a dictatorship from here on out because y'all don't know what America needs. The government is so shady. It's so corrupt. It's like corrupt to the seeds. The seeds of the tree is corrupt. So everything that branches off, all the roots, it's a disease, honestly. That's why I said in hydrovore, the chaos has spread. It's like a disease. We cut off their heads so they can't sneeze. The disease passes through the respiratory. You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting it? Are y'all getting it yet? It's a lot of gems that I'm dropping. Y'all need to pick them up and pawn it. Nevertheless, I would get rid of all this gang violence, all these YNs. You must go to jail. Period. We're sending you to jail. And I'm going to create laws. It's not public indecency. I want to make a law to force these niggas to get out the nigga costume and put on some clothes, take off the fucking mask, get a job, stop being a fucking loser and degenerate. Something about like public nuisance law. And it's not just black boys, Mexicans, Asians, all that nigga costume, because that's where the Mexicans and Asians get it from. They're not original. They copy everything that black people do. All that sagging pants, all that fucking hoochie mama, you got the motherfucking panties on outside and shit. All that must end. It must end. It must end. I don't care about bonnets. People say so much about bonnets, but bonnets is really our culture. Like, I don't care about bonnets. But you're outside with all your fucking meat out. You have these little ass shorts on and all this other shit. No. With the house shoes on. All this fucking nigga shit must end. Because it makes black people look so bad. And I explained in my other video about racism and the spectrum of racism and how it affects regular, normal, educated black people because you fucking bums make all of us look bad. It's a lot of things that I would do, but I don't think I'll ever get that opportunity to be king of America.